All animals living on Earth are beautiful. The diversity on our planet is practically endless with different sizes, shapes, characteristics and colors. Here are the habitats and lifespan of some animals that linked as one of the most beautiful animals in the world. Mandarin fish. Mandarin fish, or Mandarin dragonet, is a small, brightly colored member of the dragonet family, which is popular in the saltwater aquarium trade. The mandarin fish is native to the Pacific, ranging approximately from the Ryukyu Islands south to Australia. Mandarin fish are one of the most attractive fish. They have lots of different colors and patterns stretched across their body. Consequently, the average life expectancy of the mandarin dragonet declines from 10 to 15 years in the wild to 2 to 4 years in captivity. Fennec fox. The fennec fox, also known as the desert fox, is a beautiful, small member of the vulpine family. Fennec foxes behave much like dogs, but since they are not domesticated, they do require careful socialization. Fennec foxes dwell in the sandy Sahara and elsewhere in North Africa. Their nocturnal habits help them deal with the searing heat of the desert environment, and some physical adaptations help as well. Their distinctive, bat-like ears radiate body heat and help keep the foxes cool. Their lifespan is about 10 years in the wild and about 13 years in managed care. Red colobus monkey. One of the most famous and endearing residents of the Jozani National Park is the Zanzibar red colobus monkey. Found only on the main island of Zanzibar. The Zanzibar red colobus is recognized as a separate species and is said to be endemic to Zanzibar. One of the rarest monkeys in Africa, with less than 2,000 remaining in the world. The longevity of Zanzibar red calabuses is not known, but Ugandan red calabuses may live up to 21.2 years for females, and 15.5 years for males in the wild. Caracals. Caracals live in the drier savanna and woodland regions of sub-Saharan Africa, and prefer the more scrubby, arid habitats. They will also inhabit evergreen and montane forests, but are not found in tropical rainforests. They are found in Central Africa, South Africa, West Africa, Southwest Asia and Middle East. The average lifespan in the wild is estimated at 12 years and caracals in captivity have been reported living up to 19 years. Candy crab. Candy crab is a very colorful crab that grows from 1.5 to 2 centimeters. It lives on various species of soft coral in the Dendronephthia genus. It camouflages itself by mimicking the colors of the polyps among which it hides. Lifespan of crabs depends on species. The swallow-tailed hummingbird. The swallow-tailed hummingbird is found in various regions around South America. Some of the common areas where you will find them living include Brazil, Bolivia, and Rio de Janeiro. They are found residing both in the woodlands and along the savannas. The average lifespan of a wild hummingbird is 3 to 12 years. Poison dart frogs. Poison dart frogs live in rainforest habitats in Central and South America. They can be found in trees, as well as under leaves and logs and rocks on the floor of the forest. Because of their size, from 1/2 to 2 inches long, they are hard to see. Poison frogs warn predators with brilliant colors and patterns. Although there have been occasional reports of poison dart frogs living more than 20 years in captivity, a more typical lifespan of a poison dart frog is 4 to 8 years. Sunset moths. Sunset moths are brightly colored moths native only to the island of Madagascar. Their unique beauty makes them a favorite of traditional jewelry makers and artists who use the moth's iridescent wings to create works of art. Adults of these species may survive for 8 to 9 months or longer. Stallion. With the help of humans, a horse can live in almost any habitat. Horses live in every region of the world except Antarctica. Most horses are domesticated, which means they live alongside humans. Male horse is called a stallion. A stallion used for breeding is known as a stud. Formerly, they were employed as riding horses, while mares were kept for breeding purposes only. Lifespan and life stages depending on breed, management and environment. The modern domestic horse has a life expectancy of 25 to 30 years. Pandas. Pandas were once widespread in eastern and southern China. Now they only live in bamboo forests of Shaanxi, Sichuan, and Gansu provinces of China. The Minshan and Qinling Mountains host the greatest number of pandas in the world. The cubs begin to eat bamboo when they are a year old. The average life expectancy of wild giant pandas is 15 to 20 years, while the captive ones can live up to 30 years. Currently, the record age for a captive one is 38 years. Siberian Huskies. Basically, they were bred to be working dogs, as well as herd animals and perform as watchdogs. Not quite the domestic pets they are today. Their natural habitat is a cold, northern climate, but that doesn't mean they can't survive in warmer conditions. Siberian Husky lives 12 to 15 years. White peafowl. Peacock or peafowl are native to India. When the British Empire conquered India, they spread peafowl along all over Europe and America. That is when a noticeable color white began to appear in peafowl. It has been speculated that a few white peafowl bred naturally in India. In the wild, peacocks can live about 20 years. In captivity, they have been reported by some breeders to live between 40 and 50 years. Cheetahs. Cheetahs live in a variety of environments. They are mostly found in Africa, but there are also a small population of cheetahs in Iran. According to the African Wildlife Foundation, cheetahs can be found in dry forests, grasslands, open plains and desert regions. These large felines do not need much water to survive. They get most of what they need while eating. The lifespan of a cheetah is approximately 10 to 12 years in the wild, or up to 20 years or longer in captivity. Black panther. The black panther's habitats include the rainforest, marshland, woodlands, swamps, savannas, and even mountains and deserts. One of the reasons that black panthers are able to live in such variety of habitats is that they can eat many types of animals. The term black panther is most frequently applied to black-coated leopards of Africa and Asia, and jaguars of Central and South America. Black-furred variants of these species are also called black leopards and black jaguars, respectively. Black panthers have an average lifespan of about 12 years in the wild and 20 years in captivity. Females usually live longer. Leopards. Leopards are found in Africa and Asia, from the Middle Eastern nations to Russia, Korea, China, India, and Malaysia. Consequently, they live in a wide variety of habitats including forests, mountains, deserts and grasslands. They depend on their mother for food and do not leave the den until they are 3 months old. At 12 to 18 months, the cubs are ready to live on their own, and at 2 or 3 years old, they will create their own offspring. Leopards live 12 to 15 years in the wild and up to 23 years in captivity. Jaguars. Jaguars are the largest of South America's big cats. They once roamed from the southern tip of that continent north to the region surrounding the US-Mexico border. Today, significant numbers of jaguars are found only in remote regions of South and Central America, particularly in the Amazon basin. They prefer wet lowland habitats, swampy savannas or tropical rainforests. Typical lifespan in the wild is estimated at around 12 to 15 years. In captivity, the jaguar lives up to 23 years, placing it among the longest-lived cats. Siberian tiger. The Siberian tiger, also known as the Amur tiger, is the largest feline in the world. They live in eastern Russia's birch forests, and there are some in China and North Korea. It is estimated that there are around 400 to 500 Siberian tigers left in the wild. On a second year, young tigers separate from their mother but continue to live on her territory. Lifespan of the Siberian tiger is 16 to 18 years and up to 25 years in captivity. White tigers. They are found in a variety of habitats and often live in dense jungles of Asian countries like India and China. White tigers are generally Bengal tigers born with a genetic defect that prevents the orange pigmentation for which tigers are typically known. The life expectancy of a white tiger in the wild is about 12 years. Those in captivity live longer. Since the white tiger is so rare, it is one of particular interest of those visiting zoos and parks. Thanks for watching, and God bless.